Hi everybody. So in this video, I'm going to run through the art of building a fiercely loyal customer base. Now, I have seen lots of comments from people recently all about how to get more sales and needing help with marketing. Now, I feel that so many people think it's like the most important thing is to get new customers all the time. Actually, it's quite the opposite. It's to make sure you're always getting your existing customers to buy from you, to make sure that they are raving fans of your brand. And we're going to talk about why that is. And I've got some strategies to go through this with you that you can implement, things that we use at Cozy Aromas that you can take and implement yourself. So let's get straight into it. So you want to focus on existing customers over getting new customers. This might seem a really strange concept to get your head around, but it makes things much, much easier for you. And I'm going to talk about why. So, firstly, it's less expensive. It's a lot less expensive to get an existing customer to buy from you again than what it is to keep getting new customers. If you're getting new customers all the time, then chances are you're going to be spending money on Facebook ads or Google ads, that kind of thing. Whereas existing customers, they already know and like your products. They probably trust you as well, and therefore it makes it much easier to convert them. So that's kind of where your focus wants to be initially, and also moving forward. Constantly, you always want to be making sure that your existing customers continue to buy from you. You'll be able to get a lot more referrals as well from your existing customers, so they will be able to get new customers for you. And you can do this with referral schemes, which we'll come on to as well, to incentivize that. And also, the more customers you have, the more existing customers that continue to buy from you and love your products, you can literally ask them to leave you a review, and they will. We do this quite often, probably once or twice a year. We'll send out emails and put posts in our social media, in our Facebook group, asking people to just simply leave us a review, whether it's on Google, if we want to increase our reviews on there, or Trustpilot, or even Facebook recommendations. You just ask them to do that. And then that is social proofing. You can then use that content in social media to help convince other people to come and become a customer. It's just how it works. And if you haven't got many customers at the moment, then don't worry about it. Just do this, what I'm going to teach you today, get those foundations in place. Because what we're ultimately going to do here is we're going to be making a machine of getting people to repurchase from you constantly and constantly and constantly. And when you've got that machine working, you then just have to fill it up with new customers, which is actually easier than what you think. So this is what you want to do. What we're doing today is creating this machine of existing customers, and then over time you can just fill that machine up with new customers. So here at Cozy Aromas, then I want to just talk about what existing customers mean to us. Okay, so this is a screenshot taken from Shopify from the past 6 months, and this shows you that pretty much 62% of all of our orders are from returning customers. These are people that have purchased from us in the past and have come back. And in that period, we had just under 22,000 orders. So 62% of those were people that we didn't have to buy. We didn't have to pay money for them to buy from us. They were already fans of our products and they just continue to buy. That is 13,618 orders that we received in the past 6 months from repeat customers. This means that there's more profit margin in those orders because we haven't got the advertising costs. And when we have more profit margin in those orders, it means that we have more money there available to us to reinvest into getting new customers to continue to feed this machine. And we do that typically through Facebook ads and other sort of methods, really. But typically, most of our advertising budget is on social media advertising. Now, we have to think about the psychology of customers here. What is it that they actually want from us? So that's something that I sort of try and sit back and think about quite a lot because it's very easy to overthink this. And firstly, it's quite obvious they want a fantastic product. Now, that's something that if you're here watching this, you already have a product that you are happy with and you are getting some great feedback from. We're not here to teach people how to make the products. That's not what Home Fragrance Academy is all about. What we're about is actually building the business around the product. So we're going to assume that you already have a fantastic product. The customer needs to feel like they're getting really great value. And this does not mean getting cheap products. Absolutely not. Our products at Cozy Aromas are not cheap, but we provide great value. And we do that by bundling products up. We do that by making sure that the products are as good as they possibly can be. We do that also by telling people and being so open and candid about our testing processes and how we actually develop these products. So a lot of our existing customers, they know how much work goes into actually making these and perfecting these. So they immediately appreciate the amount of effort that goes into it. They know it's a really good product because they love it, and they know that they can get bundle offers, so they can buy 8 wax melts for the price of 6 and things like that. So they're constantly feeling like they're getting great value because they are, and they want to be made to feel appreciated. I mean, of course they do. Everybody wants that, don't they? So this is so simple. It's just a case of thanking them on a regular basis. And customers, they want to feel wanted. They want to feel wanted as a customer and part of a community as well. And this is a real key point here. Just don't overcomplicate it. This is so simple. At the end of the day, we're dealing with human beings here. What do they actually want? They want a fantastic product. They want to make sure they're getting excellent value, and they want to feel appreciated for giving you their money, because they are appreciated. Every single customer is. So when you really break it down like that, and you don't overcomplicate it, you understand just how simple it is. You just have to treat these people the way that you want to be treated yourself. So we're now going to move on to the strategies that we use here at Cozy Aromas. And we're going to talk a little bit about these so you can start to deploy these into your business if you wish. So first thing is be thankful. The most obvious and the most easiest thing you can possibly do. And that is to write handwritten and personalized notes in every order that you get. So simple, it's time consuming, and you get to a point where it's just not realistic to be able to do this. But make sure you do it, and make sure you write their name as well so they know it's personalized to them. Even something like if they've ordered a Snow Fairy wax melt from you, make sure you write on there, "Oh, I really hope you enjoy this Snow Fairy wax melt. It's one of my favorites." Something like that, so they know it's personalized to them. This is something that Tamer and I did probably for the first year of us starting, and it would take a long time, but it just really does help to build that community of loyal customers and build that brand value. You will find that on your adverts or social media posts or in your Facebook group that you will constantly get people say that they've just ordered something. They'll put a screenshot of their order up, or if it's on one of your adverts, they'll say they've just bought it, whatever it is. Make sure you reply to everybody, every single comment, and say thank you. Real simple stuff. On your order confirmation emails that go out to your customers, if you're on Shopify or any other platform at that point. But if you're on Shopify, which is the one we use, so we have a lot of experience in that, then update that order confirmation email so it's not just that normal standard one that you get. Make sure it's got like a nice picture of you on there and your workshop with a personalized thank you message on there as well. Just so when they receive that, they can see there's a face behind the name of the company. They can see where the products are made, and they're being thanked as well. That kind of thing really does go a long way. And you can place free samples into orders and sort of have a little tag on there or a sticker or something which just says thank you to them. This has got two good reasons behind it. Firstly, it's a thank you, so they feel appreciated because they're getting something for free. But also, if that sample could be a particular product that you're sending them. And if you're quite strategic with this, it could be that you set these free samples are some of your slower seller products, some of your fragrances which don't quite sell as well as you want them to. Send them these free samples if they love them, because they'll try them. If they love them, they might actually come back and start buying those as well. That's always a really good strategy, that one. Next up is about building a community. This is so important. Our Facebook group here at Cozy Aromas is our most valuable asset that we have. And the reason for that is because it's taken a long time to build up. It's taken 6 years. And the reason for that is because we know these people by name. We know what they like. And we know a lot of their personal details, things that happen in their life. They know us as well. They know us personally because we post in there as ourselves. And we've built up such a rapport with these people and such trust with these people that if we launch a new collection, for example, a couple of weeks ago, we launched our Valentine's collection, all we have to do is put a link in that Facebook group explaining what it is. And within 15, 20 minutes, we'll get 150, 200 orders. And that's before we've paid any money on Facebook advertising or anything like that. That is the value and that is the power of our Facebook group. And this is what you need to build up as well. It takes time, but you need to be persistent with it and build up a Facebook group. And when you have one of these, engage as yourself, as your own personal profile, not as your business profile, because then people can actually see a name, they can see a face, they know who they're talking to. So at Cozy Aromas, we have 4 admins in our group. There's myself, Tamer, and two people from work. And every day, all 4 of us engage with people personally. But if we're launching a new product or if we have something that's a bit more sales orientated, then we always post that as Cozy Aromas, because then people can see that, it's the business trying to sell something as opposed to Paul and Tamer and the others sort of communicating and chatting with people. Go live and talk to your customers on a regular basis. A lot of people don't like doing this because they don't want to be on camera. But I really urge you to try and get past that and at least give it a try, because you will be surprised. It's much easier than you think, and people are much nicer than you think. If they're in your Facebook group, it's because they know, like, and trust you, so they will want to hear from you. And then over time, you can start running live shops, and oh my word, they are the best thing ever. In the space of 2 hours, we have 200 orders that go out the door. On top of that, we've got the one-to-one engagement with people. And that's what I love about going live is if you go live, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, you are talking directly to your customer or your ideal customer. You can tell them anything you want. You can ask, they can ask you any questions. You can get immediate feedback from them about anything. I mean, where 5-10 years ago, you could never do anything like that. It's so powerful and you should absolutely be using it. And then you've got the simple things. So you can run polls, you can ask them questions, try to get their feedback as much as you can, show them their opinion matters, because of course it does. They're the people buying your products. And then also that order confirmation email that we spoke about just a little while ago, make sure you add a link to your Facebook group in there as well. Get those customers that have just placed an order from you to join your Facebook group. We do this, and this is really successful. So every day we're getting new people join our group that we can chat to. And yes, this does require a lot of time each day to manage, but it is worth it. I promise you, it is so worth it. You need to start this if you don't already. And if you do have a Facebook group, you might find that it's quite small and engagement is not very good, but just keep at it. Never ever stop, and eventually it will start to gain traction. Next up, we have introduce rewards. We use a platform called smile.io. It's a rewards points and referrals platform. It integrates lovely with Shopify. It's not the cheapest of platforms, but it is pretty damn good. We do like it. And you can set up a reward points system. So when people buy from you, they collect reward points. They can then build those up, convert those into vouchers to spend in your store. What better way to build up brand loyalty and repeat customers than doing that? But then you can set reward targets. So you can have like a gold, silver, bronze, where they have to like collect 1,000 points, 2,000 points, 3,000 points. And then you can give them bonuses for hitting those targets. So whether that's more points or a voucher, or ideally what it should be is like a free gift. So it's actually something tangible that they get for that. Give and encourage people to refer friends on. You can do that with smile.io as well. Every one of your customers will have a unique link that is unique to them, and they share that with their friends. Their friends click on it, They come back to your website, place an order, their friend gets a bit of a discount, and they also get some kind of voucher or some kind of reward for doing this. These people that are buying from you, they're going to continue to buy from you. So you might as well reward them for doing that, because they will just continue to buy from you even more. And then what you'll find is that if a customer is, 50 points away from a bonus target, one of their targets, and they're going to place an order, but their order will only get them 20 points, you will find that they will spend a little bit more just to hit that target. So this is fantastic for, firstly, getting people into your rewards program who will continue to earn points. They will keep coming back because they want to keep earning points. But also you'll find that this will help to increase your average order value as well as people get closer to those targets. And to get people introduced into this, you can promote it heavily on any leaflets that you send out in your orders, on social media, and obviously in your Facebook group as well. And make sure that your rewards points system is displayed prominently on your website. Smile.io, you'll have a little widget in the bottom left corner, I think it is, or wherever you want to configure it. And it's so simple to use. And from a customer's point of view, our customers use this all the time. And you can tweak it and edit it and all this kind of stuff. But this is such a good way of encouraging repeat customers. And finally, just make it more than just discounts, because people, discounts are great, but they can get boring after a while. That's why I said earlier on about like giving something tangible away. So when they hit 1,000 reward points, their bronze target, you give them something. You don't have to like literally send them something in the post. You give them a voucher, which is for a free gift. So when they place an order, they use this voucher, and then you'll send them a free wax melt or something like that. Now, this is the one that I think people might be in two minds about, but I would encourage you to start a vlog. We did this at Cozy Aromas when it was just Tamer and myself back in 2019. And it was one of the best things we did. You can do this on YouTube or on Instagram Reels. We chose YouTube at the time. However, in December and early January, we did test this out on Instagram Reels as well, and it performed very well. All you have to do is just record daily snippets about whatever it is you're doing that day at work. Time lapses of you making something. You just pick up your phone. That's all you need, just your phone. Pick it up and talk into the camera about what you're doing. Then show your workshop, show your setup, show your customers or your viewers what it is you're working on, how you make these products. You really do not have to think about it at all. This goes such a long way in building that brand exposure and building that loyalty. People can see behind the scenes. They can see the people. They can see where their products are being made. And it just goes such a long way. If you're doing this, you want to stick to a consistent posting schedule. So people then start to look out for your videos. It really does go a long way to build brand awareness. And it does take time to build up this traction, less time if you're doing it on Instagram. And if you're doing it on Instagram, by the way, all you need to do is just record little snippets on your phone of what you're doing during the day, 5, 10, 15-second snippets, and then piece those together at the end of the day, put a trending sound onto it, put some hashtags into it, and post it onto Instagram. That is all you need to do. It does not need to be polished or anything. It's such a valuable thing to do. And you'll find that you'll get a lot more engagement and a lot more views from doing that kind of thing. The rewards can be incredible. So this here is a little screenshot I took earlier today of us at Cozy Aromas, our YouTube channel. We haven't got masses of subscribers, just under 3,000. We've only posted 160 videos, but we've had 373,000 views. So think about that. That many people looking at our stuff. And we've had loads of new customers come through our YouTube channel. I would not be surprised if there's people watching this now, you guys, that found us, Cozy Aromas, through our vlogs that we did. That happens all the time. What we find is we'll get comments quite often. And when we started HFA, actually, the amount of people that we've seen sort of start engaging with us because they knew about our vlogs. And this takes hardly any time at all to do these, by the way. It's certainly worth doing. Next up is your automated email flows. Now, this can be a little bit technical, and it is more technical than the previous ones. However, it's still quite straightforward. And once you have done it, it just works and works and works as a machine. You might have to go in and just optimize and tweak a few things, but it just works. So this is all through email marketing, basically, and we recommend using a system called Klaviyo. That's the one we use for our brands. There are others available, less expensive versions available, such as MailChimp. We just really like Klaviyo, especially the way it links in with Shopify. So an email flow is basically a funnel, and people enter the funnel at the top, and then depending on what they have done to enter that funnel, they then filter down into various other funnels. So for example, we create a flow. One of our main flows is based on their order count. So when someone places an order, they go into the top of this funnel. And then it says, was this their first order? If it was their first order, then they go across into the first order funnel. And they'll receive an email, which is personalized to someone who has just placed their first order. They'll get that. And then the next day, they'll get an email which says, this is how to use our products. And then maybe 7 days later, they'll get an email which says, please leave us a review. And then maybe a few days after that, they'll get a marketing email to try and tempt them back to do other orders. And then when they do place an order, they then go back at the top of the flow. And then when it comes down, it will say, is this their first order? It's not. Then it will go across and say, is this their second order? Yes, it is. So then you send them a personalized email saying, thank you for your second order with us. It's personalized. They know it's their second order. We know it's their second order. So we're just reiterating that to them. And then they go through another funnel. And then when they place another order, it will say, is this their first order, second order, or third order? And then you just keep doing that, and you can build it up into something massive. And then once you've put that time and effort into creating that, every time you get an order, they're just going to work their way through this whole funnel. So they're getting marketed to with relevant information, relevant emails that they are interested in, just automatically. So you need to sign up to this. If you haven't got one, you need to create one of these. And yeah, as I say, you can send personalized thank yous based on their order milestones. This little graph, this little picture here is a very small snippet of this flow. And as you can see, it can look quite complicated, but it sort of shows you how it works. So they place an order, and then is it their first order? Yes or no? They go across, and it just shows you the different arms and sort of how in-depth it can be. Something you should most definitely do. So they are some basic tips that I have created there for you, some more basic than others, but the key takeaways that you need to have from this is don't overthink this. At the end of the day, these are all humans that we're dealing with, so just treat them how you want to be treated. Make sure you continue to thank them via email, on social media, handwritten messages, everything. Build yourself a community and engage with these people all the time. Every single time someone posts in your Facebook group, always engage with them. Ideally asking them questions, because then if you ask them questions, they are more inclined to reply to that. And then you build up conversations. That's how you get to know people. And then as you go through this as well, you can then start to automate these processes as you begin to scale up. So you're not going to be able to handwrite every single note as you scale up. That's why you have the email flow set up, because then they are still receiving personalized, what they see anyway, is personalized emails. And that's kind of what you want to do. So I hope you found that useful. There was some key points there. This video is going to be available in the Facebook group and also in the HFA dashboard as well. I'm going to upload it into a certain section on there so you can always check back. If you've got any questions, please do just email me or post them in the Facebook group or reply to this video in the Facebook group, and I will be more than happy to answer it. Thanks everybody for watching this, and we will speak to you again at another time.